This is your boy Bry. I'm home. We're getting the air conditioner plumbed up, and we're getting the copper put in it. It's a beautiful day. It turned out nice. But what I've got to show you people is going to blow your minds. You're not going to believe what I'm about to show you. This is the line that you tighten down into the mini splits, okay? Now I bought, it's called a Blue Ridge. Beautiful equipment, beautiful unit. The inside is amazing. I've got the lines I've got to run up through and connect to the pieces up here. Let me show you. I just connected this one here, okay, to this. And let me show you what I had to do. The factory connections from the hose that they send you are completely trash, okay? So what you have to do around here and show you what I'm talking about. When you set up your own plumbing, you would think that when they send it to you right from the factory that the flares would be 100%, seeing that it's factory, but they're not. And I've called the hotline. They have a really nice helpline, and what they tell you is, yeah, we recommend you cut the ends off and reflare them, and for two reasons. First, let me show you the situation here, and then we'll get at it. This, people, look at the flares that come on this thing. Can you see this? Look how rough that is. This is actually what I cut off. This is the flares that they sell you in the hose kit. And I've gotten on all the mini splits, and do you see how rough that is? The lady says to me, well, you're going to have the Nylog blue to put on there. Go ahead and put that on there. That should help seal it. Absolutely, you want to use a Nylog, and I'll tell you why. It's a lubricant. When you're even swedging and making your flares, you want to put a little bit on the cone, okay? That will reinsure that you have a nice flare. Now, I do have a traditional flare. Let me show you. This is important. You're really going to want to do this yourself, and this is what discourages people when they do things and they say to themselves, why can't I ever do something? Well, this is why. This is your traditional flaring tool. Okay, it's very nice. Most of them don't even have this lock feature right here where it locks around the shaft of it. Most of them don't have that. Okay, this is $29 I think I paid at Lowe's. As you can see, look how it locks in around it. Right down here. It locks in so that it can't jump around and move around. Now, that being said, this is not a bad setup. And as you can see, on the flare itself, it's very smooth. And that's what you want to get a smooth flare. However, this will not be used no more, okay? This is the new system I got right here, people. Let me show you what I got. I got a whole kit, and I've got a metric side too. This situation here, what happens is it goes right up to 3/4, which the other one only goes to 5/8, okay? You've got to dick around with this donkey deal here and keep tightening it down. This one here, it just pops open. This actually comes off. But what I want to show you people, hold on, because I've got to show you this. It's worth showing you. Do you see this flare in here? How nice that is? Let me show you a little something here. First of all, it's got a really nice handle. It's actually got a clutch on it that makes you not over crush it. When I first seen this, I said, whoa, wait a minute here. We've got someone put this together. This is bad quality. Look at this. It's all off-centered. It's no good. Actually, that is how they design it. It's eccentric, they call it. So as that spins around, let me see if I can do this and show you. As this spins around, you see what happens there, people? It's actually swedging. It's swedging it and rolling it into place. Rolling it instead of crushing it down. Now, I'm going to show you a flare, okay? And I want you to tell me what you think of this flare. At all practical points and purposes, it looks okay. But when you get down and look at it, it's rough. You know, it's very rough. And the edges are all sharp. This is the factory one that they send you on the tubing. Now here's another thing. These ends right here, believe it or not, are not the cast ends. The cast ends they send you with the kit are much stronger than these brass, copper or brass ones they have here. These cast ones are much more durable. They can hold much more pressure. But I want you to take a look at this flare that I just put in with this tool. Look at the difference. How smooth that flare is. Now you can really see the difference. And that is a beautiful flare, and that is a situation that says you will not have a leak, people. Most of the leaks you get in your plumbing are due to, how do I put this? Little cracks and crevices and bad flaring tools. That is more of a crushed flare, and this is a rolled flare, how that eccentric piece goes around and lays it out. That's what you want. Now, if you're putting the mini splits in, do not just take for granted that the ends that they sell you are going to be good. And here's why. You, the DIYer, expect that, not that. This is what you expect from a backyard Eddie that doesn't really know, but he's trying to help you out, and he's trying to work for beer. You know what I mean? He's working for a 12-pack trying to help you out. This is what you get with that fella. But this is what you get with a person that says, I'm not going to settle for anything less than no problems. Okay? Take a good look at it. That is the spirit of excellence when you do things like that. Okay? And that's what we expect from a tool like that. Now, I have the whole kit. I have a metric set. Comes with a cutter. Okay? This is just unacceptable what they're putting on the end of their tubing. This is why I'm putting the video up. I'm not bashing Blue Ridge. They have a beautiful unit and a very nice directions and a great hotline. However, whoever they're subbing this part out, the hoses, they need to do a better deal. They sell that hose as a kit. Okay, there's two of them. Now, I do have the air pump for drawing down. I have the Vivor air pump. Okay, I have a really nice pump, and I know you want to see it. You don't want to look at the bag. I get it. But take a look at what we got here. We got a nice quality pump. Okay, we've got the hoses. We've got the gauges. We've got the extra nipples and pieces for it. We've got the pump oil. We've got everything that you need to fix and work on air conditioners. Okay, we've got all the stuff here. That is for taking and vacuuming out the lines after you test them. Now you can hook a vacuum pump up, and what can happen? You can hook the vacuum pump up and you can vacuum it out for an hour, 2 hours, 10 hours. If you have a leak on that taper, it's just going to keep vacuuming, but it's really not drawing the moisture and stuff out of the lines and vacuuming it down. So what you need to do first, listen to me, you need to have some nitrogen. Now I picked this up online. A fella had this whole set right here. Normally the tanks are like $169 and the gauges are another $129. I got this whole setup for a $100 bill. Now, I just went and filled it. I want to say it was $25 or $22 to fill that tank. But it come with this nice little cart. Okay? It's easy on off with the springs. But what you want to do is before you actually vacuum down the system, you want to hook all your plumbing up. You want to put the nylog on all the fittings, and then you want to put nitrogen to the system. Now, nitrogen doesn't have any moisture in it. It's very dry. It will push anything out, okay, between the lines. We're actually not testing the unit. That holds all the pressure on the outside unit. That holds the pressure. We're only pressurizing the lines that we're installing and the head unit in the house. We will put pressure on that 150 to 200, and we will make sure that there's no leaks. We'll go around with soapy water, and we'll check the two connections at the top on the house coming out, and we'll check the two connections coming off of the unit on the outside. If we don't have any bubbles or none of that, we're good. If we have a problem, we can stop right there and re-crimp it, retighten it, whatever we need. Now, if you were not to put the nitrogen in your system and just vacuum it down, you'd think that you vacuumed it down. You might just be pulling more oxygen in there, more air, more moisture. And then when you go ahead and release the Freon into the system. And in this system we have, it's 410, okay? The Freon is a 410 style. If you go ahead and open it up, you might have air conditioner for a day or so, but eventually it leaks out and then you're back to actually charging it, which that's where the real long limousine dollar comes in, if you know what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you another video. Right now I'm trying to get this up and running, people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm so happy that I got this kit right here, this nitrogen, that I actually did the research and said, hey, the situation is you need the pump, but you also need the nitrogen. And let's not forget that that is a situation right there that you do need. Compressed nitrogen, okay? So this is your boy Brian. I'm getting the flares done. I'm doing it right. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not doing it right, people, you're not doing it. All right, this is Brian. I'm going to give you another video when it's up and running. We're going to do, actually, I'll do a video when we're going around checking it with pressure. Is that a deal? All right, talk to you later.